Hello everyone and welcome back to another preview, another Group 1 race day, Black Caviar Lightning Stakes day. I can't wait for all the racing action, and after what was a very successful CF4 day, let's hope we can keep the form ball rolling into this week. We got 5 winners last week. We had So Unusual in the first race. The pace was on and I was able to soar over the top of them. We had the 10 that went on Barber. That got the job done in the Colton Goldings Pro. We had a little $3 win saver at Lofty Strike. That flew down the outside to win for Julius Sandu. 10 the win on Jack and O in the CF4. Managed to get there on a protest. Very lucky. And a $5 win saver on Here to Shock. Even though Munhamek should have easily won that race, we had Here to Shock as a bit of a saver. So those were the winners last week, which leads us to the P.O.T plus other things. So last week, 77.7% profit on turnover, very good. And overall, we're only down 0.47% now since I started doing the $10 strategies. Bring Me to Life runs next Friday at Kilmore. Michael Kent Jr. thinks it's ready to win. It just needs to draw a gate, and the blinkers coming off means it'll jump better. And Crimson Light runs next Friday night at the Valley in a Fillies and Mares 70 over 2,000. So we'll see what I can do there. But let's get on with the preview. Race number 1 is a benchmark 84 over the 1600 metres, and I just kept coming back to Wish Law Lass. I took it on yesterday. I thought, nah, there's no way this horse can be on top for me, but I just kept coming back to it. It's in good form, deserves to be tested at this class. 54 kilos, the lightweight. J Car on, gate 3 on speed. I think it's a good chance of winning. River played in for second. It'll be on speed for D. Oliver from gate 8. Is a winner over 1800, so can win here. Monarch of Egypt has been running well, and from gate 4 can settle closer. Wouldn't be surprised if that horse won. The roughie is Daily Bugle on the week back up. Dean Yendel on 54 kilos. I reckon that horse is way over the odds and wouldn't surprise me if it won. And for the strategy, we're going to have 10 the win on Wish Law Lass in the first on Lightning Stakes Day. Race 2 is the Vanity over the 1400 metres, and I'm with Papillon Club on top. I thought it was over the odds. It's had 2 very nice wins, the last of those being at Flemington about 5 weeks ago. It's off a bit of a let-up. But D-Lane goes on, and from gate 8 will be on speed and be giving its all, and I think has the class to win, and especially the price, I think it deserves to be on top. Nunthorpe in for second has strung together 2 really nice wins and can go on with it again for Jamie Carr. The roughie I think is Presenia March. First up, I'd like to see what it does. From gate 10 we'll have to probably work to get to the front for Blake Shin, but can hold on if it's good enough. And for the $10 strategy, going 10 the win on Papillon Club, I reckon that price is way too big and it should trim up closer to the jump, and that's the horse I'm with in the Vanity. Race number 3 is the listed TALINDERT Stakes for the 2-year-olds over the 1100 metres, and I'm with Mahaba. Had its first ever career run in the Golden Gift when finished a length behind Barber. Now first up into this race, the TALINDERT from gate 7 should be around midfield or so. Graham Begg says a horse that will get over further in time, but has the X factor and can win here, so I've put it on top. Ginger and Pink, I had him for a very close second. Comes off a really good run at Sale in a maiden, but from gate 2 can settle much closer. And although it might be on the wrong part of the track, I reckon deserves to be tested. Feroci's the roughie at $67. Wasn't too far behind in that Blue Diamond preview, and I think compared to the other horses that came out of that race is over the odds. And for the $10 strategy, 7 the win on Mahaba, 3 the win on Ginger and Pink. Race 4 is a benchmark 84 over the 2,000 metres, and I'm with a bit of a roughie here, and Helene Leading Star has the top weight of 60.5 kilos, which I don't mind too much in these types of races. From gate 6 will be midfield or so. It's coming off a pretty plain run in Sydney, but before that was okay in a benchmark 100. That trip to Sydney might have just sparked it up or brought it on a bit, and Mark Zara going on gives me confidence. So I reckon it's over the odds at $21. Fighting Arrow in for second. From gate 10 will be probably beyond midfield, but will be giving its all and finishing off strongly. The roughie, I didn't really like many roughies apart from Helene Leading Star, so that's why I've put that in there. 5 each way on Helene Leading Star. I'm actually excited to see how it goes, and I've got it on top. Race 5 is the Group 3 Tony Burke Memorial Stakes over the 1400 metres for the mares, and I'm finally with Road to Arataki. This might not be the right time to jump on with Jamie Carr jumping off, but if Dean Yendall can get this horse out of the gates and in a forward position, I reckon it'll be very hard to beat with the race fitness. Has won 2 on the trot now, won the Belmain last start, and although it was a bit of a sit and sprint, still had to fend them off and did so. Before that was a good winner at Flemington over 1400, so I'm happy to have it on top. X-Leader in for second, a track and trip specialist. The blinkers going on really excites me and its chances. $8.50 I think is over the odds as well. The roughie I think is Cirilio Miss. Mark Zara on. It's got pretty good form and from gate 5 will be on speed. And for the $10 strategy I've gone 10 the win on Road to Arataki. Not very confident, but I've got it on top in the Tony Burke Memorial. The first of the quaddy legs is the CS Hayes Stakes over the 1400 metres for the 3-year-olds. Lead up race to the Australian Guineas, and I'm with the horse that's in very good form at the moment. Attrition has won 2 on the trot. Last start was a very dominant win, and before that was actually a very dominant win as well. So deserves to be tested at this level. From gate 7 will be, I guess, around midfield or so for Jared Fry. Has got a very light weight and can take the rise up in class here and win. Deserves to be tested at this level. Bankmore in for second. From gate 9 will be on speed and almost beat Jackano last start. So that's pretty good form for this. The roughie I think is Daytona. Comes down from Sydney and J Car on. That doesn't happen very often, and especially for a horse that's $23. I've got 10 the win on Attrition in the $10 strategy. Hopefully it can win the CS Hayes. Race 7 is the Group 1 Black Caviar Lightning Stakes over the 1000 metres, and I have not put Nature Strip on top. I know, I'm sorry, it'll probably win, and I'm sorry, but I'm with Buena Noche now. And this is going to sound very confusing, but I'm not very confident in its winning chances. But I think it'll almost definitely run into the placings. I just think from gate 11 and over 1000 metres, it's going to get too far back. But if this horse has improved of anything it did last campaign, it is a major chance in this race, and it'll be flying from the back late. It might not get there, but Craig Williams on deserves to be tested at weight for age level, and I think it's way over the odds at $13. I'm happy with Buena Noche on top. Nature Strip in for second, the champ. From gate 1 will be probably in the lead and be running a good race like it always does. Cool and Gatter gets the lightweight at 53 kilos for J Car. Got it in there for third. The roughie I've put as I Wish I Win. Don't really know why, just in case it goes like a bomb over 1000 metres. And for the $10 strategy, going 5 each way on Buena Noche, I think it'll almost definitely run into the placings. Whether it can pick up Nature Strip and Cool and Gatter, I'm not too sure, but I think it's good enough to win, and I've got it on top. Race 8 is the listed ELMS handicap over the 1400 metres, and I'm very keen on Munamek. I had it last week and it should have won by at least a length. Now on the week back up, gets in with the lightweight. I'm very confident in its chances, and $6.50 is a great price. From gate 3 will be on speed or midfield, and it might get stuck again, but if it doesn't, I reckon it'll be winning, and winning impressively. I like Munamek on Saturday, and I've made it almost my best of the day, I'd say. Second, Daytona Bay also gets the 54 kilos. I think there's too much of a discrepancy between Munamek and Daytona Bay in the betting, so that's why I went with Munamek. But Daytona Bay can win with the lightweight and J Car. The roughie Hickok also on the minimum, draws terribly but can run a bit of a race, and 10 the win on Munamek for the $10 strategy. Confident in its chances. The last of the day, race number 9, is benchmark 78 over the 1200 metres, and I'm with Djumbuck, mainly because of the price compared to Jungle Jim. Beat Jungle Jim last start Djumbuck did down the straight at Flemington, so I'm not sure why Djumbuck's closer in the betting. Jungle Jim is only favourite, and that's sort of a price because of its win at Sale last start, and it did it very impressively. But I'm happy to take Djumbuck from gate 11. Will be in the right part of the track. Blake Shin Sticks, good chance. Jungle Jim, a very good chance, will be on speed as well. I think it's out of them too. The roughie Vainstream comes back from racing in some very good races, and I'm not sure why it's 70 to 1. Gets into with a winnable grade, and down the straight it's not too bad. I think it's way over the odds. And for the $10 strategy, 5 the win on Djumbuck, 5 the win on Jungle Jim to blast out on what is going to be a great Lightning Stakes day.